All right, what's going on, Giants fans? If you haven't seen the news yet, the Giants trading has begun, and I don't think it's going to be the end of it. It kicks off with the Giants have traded Markus Golden, who came back on the free agent tender. It's been traded back to the Arizona Cardinals. He goes back home to the Arizona Cardinals for a 6th-round pick. Basically, I believe, I watched the film. I think Markus Golden was the best pass rusher on this team. That's even when O'Shane was healthy, even when Lorenzo Carter was healthy. I thought Markus Golden was the best pass rusher on this team. When they brought him back on that free agent tender, I was thrilled because Markus Golden is a good football player. He's a good pass rusher in general. I mean, last season we can all agree he had a good season. He had 10 sacks, 72 tackles, 13 tackles for a loss, 27 QB hits, and 44 pressures. This year, he wasn't getting a lot of reps, and we'll get into that in a second. But if he was just on pace to have the exact same amount of snaps as he did last season, he would have been on pace for 8 sacks, 53 tackles, 11 tackles for a loss, 31 QB hits, and 42 pressures. So essentially the same production with the total tackles being down. So he was getting there. And when I watched the film, he was the guy who could consistently, get some push, get around to the pocket, put some hits on the quarterback. But at the end of the day, Patrick Graham just seems to value versatility. The word almost escaped me. Values versatility more than he just does pure pass rush. I guess he doesn't want the other team to know what he's doing. And then when Jabal Sheard was signed from the Jaguars practice squad, I think that might have been a sign that they were getting ready to move on from Markus Golden. And they just didn't play Markus Golden. I mean, think about this past week, the outside linebackers. You had Kyler Fackrell, who played probably every snap. Markus Golden, and then behind him you had Trent Harris, who was activated from the practice squad. Cam Brown, who got 12 snaps, and Carter Coughlin, and then didn't get any snaps in this game, although he did last week. So they just don't value the pass rush. I don't understand it. I love Patrick Graham. I really do. It's the one thing I haven't understood of not using Markus Golden more. I get that he's not versatile and you're not going to drop him in the coverage, really. But I feel like he's just a good football player on a defense that needs some good football players. So I don't know what the whole deal was. The whole free agent tender they brought him back on was weird anyways. But I'm happy for him. Markus Golden is a straight-up good dude. He's been good to us. What do the Giants go for? Jabal Sheard, obviously, is an option to play that spot. Trent Harris, who played with the Dolphins a little bit last year. Cam Brown, you can expect him to get a little more reps. The Giants have even used Downs at that outside spot on certain reps, and they'll put Peppers in the middle. So I don't know what they're going to do. But you got to think that this is a fire sale now. You got to think that Golden Tate might be out of here. Evan Ingram, if anybody's willing to, get him, or if the Giants are willing to move on. Hell, I don't really like this one, but you could see Kevin Zeitler moving on because of that $14 million cap hit next year. I don't think we should make our offensive line worse on purpose, but if someone makes the right offer, they might just accept that, and they might do this fire sale. It's kind of weird because we kind of all assume that Gettleman very well is probably going to be gone at the end of the year. So it's kind of weird that he's in this situation. And that's kind of why you don't want your head coach and GM off cycle. But nonetheless, man, I hate losing him. But if they weren't going to use him, I understand getting something back. Although it's only a 6th-round pick. You always, you don't want to let guys go away, walk for free. And if we're going to spend money in free agency this year, the comp picks don't really matter because we won't get any, like we don't have any comp picks this next year because we spent in free agency and got, Blake Martinez, Bradbury, where the past season we didn't, and we got those comp picks. So I root for the guy, man. I'll be rooting for him in Arizona in every game besides the game he plays us. So wish all the best for Markus. Gets to go back in Arizona, 44 takeover. I'm Markus Golden. Anyways, enjoy some time off from Giants football. I'm sure there'll be other stuff. We'll be doing some live streams on Sunday during the games. So we'll be on here, and then we'll probably have a freaking podcast on Monday if we're making trades. So, all right, we'll see you guys. Let's go Big Blue.